PassageAI is from Silicon Valley, and we're here to change the perspective on conversational AI. So we want to establish the market for really complex use cases and become the leader there. So imagine you have a new car and you don't know yet how to change the oil. So one way to get the information is to simply have a look at the user manual. But that's not so convenient. So the expected convenient way is to simply press a button and ask your car. And in order to do that, the companies really need to be very good at managing huge knowledge bases. So it's not only to do natural language understanding, really to understand what the customer is saying, but you really need to be good at also getting the right information, so the information retrieval, and really automate the content. For one reason, so if you are the customer, you only have one user manual. We are working in Germany with the ADAC, for example, and they have 7 or more car manufacturers, and each of them have more than 100 user manuals, and you want to automate that. So if you have an update, we are able to make it happen, this update, in 2 hours to get it in. And that's interesting because all these user manuals have different structures and different content in the articles. So an A class, the user manual of an A class is different to a C class or an S class. It's not only user manuals that you can do with this, although 8 of the car manufacturers are already customers. If you think about help desk and customer service, for example, you have large knowledge bases, FAQs, and you don't want to rephrase everything just to be able to reuse the conversational AI. So for example, if you have FAQs, you have a very large set of text below the headlines or the questions. And you want to be able just to pick something out of that that is relevant, and you do it with the ones of you that know machine learning and AI know that it's machine reading and comprehension. And it's also showing great business impact if you do something in e-commerce. So one of our customers in the US, it's Kohl's, is comparable to the Otto Group. It's a fashion retailer. And for example, you can use conversational AI to search for shirts without sleeves. You can also work with negative descriptors, or if you're sitting in a car and you want to order a burger, you can say, I want a burger with ham and cheese, but without onions. So also this, of course, needs to be understood. What we do is we have a kind of middleware platform approach, and on this side you have the 20 communication channels, like Alexa and Google Home and whatever. And some customers of ours, they build for every single, or have built before, for every single communication channel one proprietary system. So for Alex and for dialogue flow and stuff like this, and you can put that everything together. If you are there on the legacy system side, you want to really work with more than just one API. For example, if you do voice commerce, you want to take system information from SLP, from CRM systems, and also from maybe PIMS, so product information management system. And here we developed this platform with the idea that you don't need to program anymore. So it's just a matter of setting up things and not to program and really develop things. And it's, from our experience, it's not, as I said, it's not the end user, and it's also the search and recommendation, but the more important things are the time to impact. So the setup is a matter of days, and then the remaining 8 to 10 weeks you use for really finding the edge cases that it's working or not working. Yeah, actually, and what maybe distincts also us is that we offer flat fee for use case and language. So I will provide you with a demo. There's one slide missing. Okay. So we don't want to show customer project, but we had the idea, if you're driving too fast, so in your capture, then you want to understand what you need to pay if you get points in Flensburg. And it's not the most complex use case, for sure not, but what we wanted to demonstrate is what you can do in 20 hours. 20 hours, it's not perfect, for sure not, but what you can do can you read it? We call it Travis. So now you can tell me how to zoom in. Okay, yeah, good. Okay. So if you, I don't know the word says, ich bin in Hamburg geblitzt worden mit 50 und es waren nur 30 erlaubt. So, also was gemacht werden muss, also es sind ja alle Informationen, die ich brauche, schon vorhanden. Sorry. All information are given that you need. So it's the system counts the difference between 50 and 30 and executes it against the XML. Yeah. So and then you just have this fine, and you understand that there are no points that you get from Flensburg. If you do not provide all the information, you just follow a kind of decision tree, and it understands that some information are missing, and then the system will ask you for that. 20 hours. Yeah? What's not doable in this time frame, and what you would work on later is, for example, if you really say, hey, I was captured with 30 above, something like this. Yeah, that's what you for sure need to do afterwards. But just to give you a kind of information, what you can easily do, and actually it's just a matter of loading in an entity list of 2,000 city names, and define it, and define what is inside and outside of town. Different one?
You want to go back?
Yes. It's funny, I'm a kind of technical person, also using Max.
The presentation should be in preview, no?
It's the next
Okay. Cool. So after this chat, of course, I'm happy to answer questions. We are hiring junior project managers and senior project managers. Anybody who's interested in working with us, I'm happy to be approached. Cool. Many thanks. Questions?